Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, i-click mo muna ang subscribe button para maging updated ka sa videos ko. Good day! So for this moment, our story is in an English language. So this story is Magnificent Benito and his two front teeth. This one is a story by Augie Rivera and Mike Rivera. Illustrations by Jason Moss. Let's start! There was once a boy born with full set of teeth. People said that the village midwife burst out laughing upon seeing his toothy grin. When his mother glanced at him, she too dropped on the floor giggling. Their laughter resounded all over the sleepy town of San Cristobal. And for several weeks, the midwife and the mother couldn't stop laughing until they died with silly grins on their faces. Nobody wanted to adopt the poor boy. Luckily, Sister Margarita of the Periwinkle sisters took him in. He was named Benito, after the kind Mother Superior's great-grandfather who had a big toothy smile because his dentures were too big for his bite. At the monastery, Benito grew up helping the good nuns tend to their giant turnips plantation, which produced the famous pickled turnips called holy turnips. Benito would have grown up to be a handsome young man, but for his two front teeth, they grew to about 6 inches long and were as wide as a spatula. Worse, they stuck out like an elephant tusk. Because of this, Benito kept to himself, spent most of his time munching on turnips, and never made any friends. Soon, Benito was old enough to leave the monastery. He hopped from one job to another because of his front teeth would always get in the way. When Father Rufino hired him as his sacristan, the solemn mass became a hilarious event as the churchgoers couldn't stop laughing at the sight of Benito. He was also a stable for Don Perico, the town mayor. On his first day of work, while he was feeding the Don's prize Arabian stallion, the horse took one long look at Benito and snorted. Your front teeth make you look like you could eat a horse. Ni ha ha ha. Ni ha ha ha. One day, a noisy caravan of traveling circus performers passed through the town. The group's impresario jumped off and cartwheeled towards Benito, who was resting under an acacia tree. I am the amazing Mercutio, the greatest magician of all time, and you, my friend, are the breath of fresh air. Would you like to be part of my traveling circus? Me? Really? So what part would I play? Benito's eyes grew wide. Oh, you'll be known as Conejo, the human rabbit in my finale. How about it? Beamed the magician. Benito just turned and walked away from a promising life of fame. It was always like that for poor Benito. His big, ugly front teeth brought him nothing but grief and humiliation. Everywhere he went, people laughed at him and called him cruel names. He was treated like a sideshow freak or some hideous monster used to frighten naughty children and to hush up crying babies. Oh, how he wished he didn't have those big, ugly front teeth. The moon hung in the sky like a half-beaten cookie when Benito was visited by the tooth fairy in his sleep. I just want to apologize for giving you those big, ugly front teeth. Well, can't you take them out and make me new ones? Unfortunately, I just give teeth. I don't pull them out. You have to go to the dentist for that, the tooth fairy humped. But I've been to all dentists in town. None of them can pull out my big ugly front teeth. Benito groaned. Well then, What you have is already permanent, the Tooth Fairy sighed. I'll be retiring soon too. Nobody believes in tooth fairies anymore. Well, ta-ta, your dream is getting too long, the Tooth Fairy said as she vanished from the dream. Benito woke up, greatly upset by his dream. If nobody can help me pull out these big ugly front teeth, I'll have to pull them out myself. Immediately, he went to Aling Chayong's sari-sari store and bought boxes of pastillas de leche, a bag of yema balls, bottles of strawberry jam, a jar of meringue, bouquet of cotton candy, a sack full of rainbow-colored lollipops, and cartloads of chocolate bars. For a week, Benito ate nothing but sweets, hoping to get the most vicious tooth decay. But his teeth did not even ache. His stomach did. Undaunted, Benito came up with another idea on how to remove his big, ugly front teeth. He got himself the strongest abaca rope at Manong Goryo's General Merchandising. He tied one end to the rope of his front teeth and tied the other end to the narrow tree. Then he ran as fast as he could, hoping the rope would pull out his teeth. But to his dismay, his front teeth did not come off. Instead, the tree was uprooted. Benito thought of the most brilliant plan. At the nearest train station, he strapped himself to the cement post. He tied one end of the rope to his teeth. For 3 days and 3 nights, he waited for a train to pass. When it came, he lassoed the other end of the rope to the rear of the passing train. Finally, I will rid myself of these big, ugly front teeth, smiled Benito. The train wiggled and jiggled, screeched to a stop, then turned turtle 3 times and a half. Oh, what a catastrophe! Luckily for the train passengers, they all survived the disaster. As for the ill-fated Benito, his big, ugly front teeth survived too. After the great train accident, Benito sought comfort among the gigantic turnips of the good nuns. There, he munched on a turnip as he contemplated his seemingly luckless life. Suddenly, he noticed something unusual. He had unconsciously crafted the turnip into a figure of a swan. He was so amazed that his big, ugly front teeth could create such a beautiful thing. Benito then realized a magnificent way to put his teeth to good use. He crafted and created the most fascinating sculptures. Flowers out of fruits, animals out of vegetables, human figures out of ice, and even churches out of wood. Soon, he put up Benito's teeth-crafted treasures. News quickly spread about his unique shop. People came from all over, amazed at the tasteful and exquisite quality of his works. Everything was sold out. And for the first time since he was born, Benito smiled his wide-toothy grin. Through the years, Benito's teethmanship flourished. People commissioned him to do furnitures, statues, and even monuments. His masterpieces are now displayed in countless museums around the world. Critics hail Benito as the pioneering maestro of teeth sculpture. People say that up to now, Benito's shop still stands proud and is regarded as the landmark in San Cristobal. Well, I can't tell you more about that's all I know about Benito's story. But what I do know is that he'll be long remembered for more than just his big, ugly front teeth. And that's the end of our story. Thank you!